everyone, I'm Pearle Maaney. This is one of my dream shows that I'm going to launch today. It's called Dadz Adyz. Growing up, I always went to my dad asking for advices. And I thought, why not create a show where I can ask him questions and record him and actually show his answers to the whole world. So I welcome all of you to this show, and this is the first episode. Today he's going to be talking about the mind, the importance of mind, the importance of understanding the power of your mind and how you can apply the power of your mind in your day-to-day lives. So let's move to the session, episode number 1, the power of your mind.
Welcome to Dadz Adyz. I am Dr. Paul. I am quite interested today to talk to you because my daughter Pearle Maaney invited me and asked me to talk about personality development, mind power, and all these kind of things which I've been doing for the last 25 years, around 25 years. And it all started when I started working in a mental hospital as a social worker. When I went there, I understood what was the problem that they were facing. I just understood they lost only one thing. They just lost their mind. So I understood when you lose your mind, you lose actually everything. Your relationships, your money, your education qualifications become nil the next day morning, and your wealth has no meaning, and everything becomes just zero. So I understood mind is the most important thing, and people take it for granted. So then I started thinking about what is a mind, and I started thinking about in a very serious way. I started discussing that with my friends, and I also wanted to share with my friends. I was not fully prepared, but in spite of that, I just gathered some of my friends and we started getting together and we started talking about mind. And there were a lot of people who are interested in that, and we got together, and today I'm standing in front of you after 25 years giving my talks all over the world. So what is a mind? So we know mind is our sixth sense, and a touch, taste, smell, see, hear. And then comes your mind, very important thing called mind. And if I ask you, are you there listening to me? And you could be hearing me or listening to me. That means if your mind is hearing me, you are listening. And if your mind is not listening to me, you are just hearing. So you should know, mind is a choice of listening or just hearing. You can just leave right now. So I'm just talking about, if you are interested, your mindset is right. And if you are not interested, your mindset is wrong. That's all. So mindset. So mind can sit either in the attraction area or in the repulsion area. So in education, if we talk about education, work, or anything that you're going to do, we call the mind is in the right place, it's called passionate. And if the mind is there, we need to understand mind does a lot of things for you. It does recording, retaining, recalling. As simple as I go to a movie or I'm going to listen to a song, and if my mind is set in the right way for the particular song, I just learn the song. Just like that. But the thing is, if my mind is not set properly for anything as simple as your classroom, you find that if the mind is set instead of in the right place to the wrong place, you spend years and you find it very difficult to learn. So we need to understand how is the mind setting in the right place or the wrong place. So it is all happening when we are a child. Or maybe around 10 years back, 15 years back, or when I'm just 7 years old or 6 years old, they all happen without our knowledge. Maybe we don't know what's a ghost, but I have not seen a ghost. For that matter, I know that you also not seen a ghost. But the thing is, if somebody makes you believe in ghost, then the mind is set in the wrong place for darkness, night, loneliness, and all these things. Actually, darkness is beautiful, night is wonderful, and loneliness is the best time to spend time with yourself. But a person with the wrong mindset of ghost set in a particular place, they find it very difficult to live their life. So what I'm trying to tell you, mindset is very important for learning, working, and if you pray, the most important thing called prayer. Prayer is not the length of time. We are not talking about rituals. We are talking about how to connect with yourself and to the universe. Because the universal consciousness is actually listening. And that is what I exactly call as the dad. And that's advice. What is a dad's advice? Very simple. We all talk about when we say dad is around us, dad is at home and all that. That's a real dad. 70 years we are come here to do some kind of role here. But that dad is actually talking to you. And you can hear that particular sound only when you are in calmness, not in anger, not in fear, not in jealousy, not in confusion. When you are just in silence, and that's why they say silence is golden. You can actually hear that sound. if you wanted to. Like if you are sitting in this room and if you are listening to me completely, you may not be hearing the sound on the road. Maybe a car is passing. Right now, if you are concentrating, you can hear the car sound, or else you will not. Exactly the same way. If you wanted to hear, you can hear. And that is like a universal consciousness. Or you can call that cloud computing. There is a lot of things there. Only when you connect to that, that will actually talk to you and it can answer your prayers. So what is a mindset? Let me come back again, the mindset. Mindset is either attraction or repulsion. When you're a small child, somebody told you very casually a statement like, mathematics is tough. Okay, that particular person just told that mathematics is tough. I don't know whether maths is tough or not. But if the particular child sincerely listened to that particular sound, and if a child just ended, because children don't reject anything, they just absorb everything like a sponge. They just like that, till the age of 9 and 10, they don't doubt anything. Anything told to them, they think it's true. They just believe their father, believe their mother, believe their neighborhood. So when you're telling mathematics is tough, a 4-year-old child who has mastered the language called English, or maybe any language, their mother tongue, even without knowing that they are learning, they are also learning the attitudes of the people around. So we need to be a little careful. They are not just learning English from you, they are also learning your attitudes. And you just say mathematics is tough. And the child just downloads that and it becomes a paradigm. Paradigm is nothing but a collection of beliefs that we all have from our childhood. And in that particular thing, a virus is entered and it is called mathematics is tough. Now the child goes to the school, and when she's in the 7th standard or 8th standard, she finds mathematics is tough, not because maths is tough, because the virus has entered and the mind believes mathematics is tough. That's all. So the thing is, when the class is on, the child is not actually listening to the teacher, the child is only hearing the teacher, because the mind is shut. Because the mind cannot hear, it's not listening. Maybe the sound is there, but the child, it is shut. So it is nothing. The child doesn't understand what's happening around, because the mind, which is supposed to record, retain and recall, now it is gone wrong. So it is you may ask me, so how to reset this particular thing? It's actually very easy. Now, if you think it's very tough, okay, it's tough. Actually, I believe it's very easy. Now, just move from here to this particular area. By nature or by programming, we may end up in the wrong place, but we can always culture. We can culture. It's called the process of learning. So now you can actually go and talk to your subconscious mind. What is a subconscious mind? It doesn't understand reasoning. It doesn't understand, it doesn't ask questions. Whatever you put in, it just takes in. Your conscious mind asks questions, but your subconscious mind is like anything you throw into that, it just goes in. Now, if you are thrown in the wrong things, you can also start throwing in the right things with the words, with an emotion, with an image, because they understand only these things. And the most important thing, the feeling. So now you have to start acting. That's called faking. It's not that I'm telling this world for the first time, and it is called fake. What is a faking? You have to just behave as if you love mathematics. I love mathematics. You just try saying that. So actually your conscious mind will interfere and tell no. Because a conscious mind knows mathematics is tough, you lost the last exam and you did not score well, and everything is there in the conscious mind, the reasoning mind. But who is bothered about the reasoning mind here? Because what is happening is not with the reasoning mind. The problem is not with the reasoning mind. It is with your subconscious mind, which cannot reason. It just believes. So now you need to actually hack your subconscious, go into your subconscious and put in the right words. Because now you're plus 10 plus, that means you're above the age of 10. Now you've got reasoning there stopping you in every level. Now you need to be playful. What is the playful? Become like a child. Become like a child and be playful and tell yourself that mathematics is good. I love mathematics. It may look like a lie. Like exactly the day you went to a car driving and you sat in the car holding your steering. You're not driving. You're only faking. You're only acting on that particular day. Am I right? But 30 days from then, you will find that you are one of the best on the road. Am I right? Exactly the same way. You start by faking. You only tell yourself mathematics is good, wonderful. Stop your time on tuitions. With the wrong attitude, you go for tuitions, put in 3 hours of learning mathematics every day, you will find back to square one. But the thing is, your job is go inside, be it, then do it, then have it. What is that be it? Go inside, make yourself believe that mathematics is easy. Mathematics is easy. And continuously when you keep saying this particular thing, you permeate What is permeation? From this medium to this medium, you actually permeate, go there and convince yourself that mathematics is easy. I'm not just talking about mathematics. I'm talking about any kind of mindset that you wanted to change. Okay, I just took mathematics as an example. So now you just permeate and just go there and you make yourself believe inside that. And inside creates everything outside. Now if I ask you any kind of structure, maybe in India if you see a Taj Mahal, and I ask you, where was Taj Mahal first? And people think and they tell me, the answer is Delhi, Agra, okay? But the thing is, when I ask them, tell me where this Taj Mahal happened first. Actually Taj Mahal happened first in the person called Shah Jahan, okay? So what happened? This particular person's mind, it happened, and later it just manifested outside. Anything and everything in this world happens in your imagination first. From anything from your cloth, all the things around us has happened in somebody's mind, including the mic, including the television that you're seeing or the mobile phone that you're holding is somebody's imagination. So you need to understand, first become that person within, and that's called insight. And inside, when I make myself believe that mathematics is easy, then you do it, then you become a master of mathematics. Now go in and set your mind. Because if I am asked to come and do a particular program like this, I dress up myself well. Okay, I'm dressing up myself well. But have you dressed up your mind? Dressing up your mind, nobody sees your mind. A person going for an interview who has got a coat, tie and everything, and he goes for an interview, I just stopped him and I had the ability to see his mind. So I just saw through his mind. And what I saw was, will I get a job? And he was like a beggar inside. Maybe outside he's dressed well, all that suit, everything is fine. But inside, he's dressed like a beggar. So the most important thing is how you dress outside doesn't matter. Because outside is only a first impression. But the mind, if you have got a very powerful mind, any dress, you can impress the people. I'm telling you, what matters is the mind. Mind moves matter. Mind moves universe. Set your mind in the right way. Not only just for, every day when you're having a bath, when you're putting up the shirt, and when you wanted to go out to the college, ask your mind, what is your attitude towards college? I don't want to study, I just wanted to spend some time with my friends. Wrong mindset. If you're only 3 years you're going to study. In that particular case, if you are going to the mind, okay, friends are definitely good, but tell your mind, learning is also important, because you can't learn forever, and your quality determines, your education determines your future. So, friends are good, college campus is wonderful, but education is important. Set your mind. And when you set your mind, dress up your mind for education, you find when you go to the college, your mind is there in the class, and it's also learning. Or else it will just freak out in the campus, will not learn, and after some time when you find all your friends are doing great, you're doing bad. So dress up your mind, not just for education. When you're going to meet a person, when you're going for an interview, when you're going for a job, and when you're going for anything, dress up your body, dress up your mind. And that is called mindset. Keep that mindset beautifully, and only you can set your mind. Your parents cannot help you to set your mind. Nobody in this world can. It's something like I can take the horse to the water, but horse has to drink. I can't force the horse to drink. Exactly the same way I can talk about it, but you need to think about it and take your time, leisurely, and set your mind. Start setting it from today, slowly. If you can't set it today, nothing wrong. Take your time. You got a long way to go. And when you set your mind, I'm telling you, the mind will take you to wonderful places all over the world and make you successful. Thank you.
Hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to this channel. Whatever questions you have, I'm sure you all have a lot of questions that you want to ask Daddy and Dr. Paul. So whatever questions you have, make sure you comment below, and we will actually search for the best questions, and we will be sending it to Dad, and he will be answering your questions. So make sure you subscribe, comment, and also share this video with your close friends, your family, maybe a colleague who is going through certain issues. If you think this video will help that person, take this as a small social service and share this link to them. And thousands of students are also out there who are going through a lot of challenging situations. Every exam is a small challenge for a student, but if the student knows how to face the exam, definitely it's not a challenge, it's a winning situation. So make sure you listen and keep subscribed, keep watching this show and evolve with every episode. Thank you so much. Bye.